I have been waiting for this day since I first bought the Talaria Sting. I can't wait to show you what's in this box. Today is the day for Talaria Sting owners to rejoice. All right, let's cut to the chase. ChiBatterySystems sent me their brand new battery for the Talaria Sting, the Titan. Let's check out the contents of this box. Before we dig into the battery, let's see what's in this smaller box. Okay, this is exactly what I hoped it was. It's the variable charger for the Talaria Sting battery. So you can charge it at 2 volts all the way up to 12 volts. That helps preserve the life of your battery. And then you also have this knob that lets you charge to 80%, 90%, or all the way to 100%. And there's reasons for that we'll get into in just a little bit. And now for the main event. So based on the Sharpie here, it's the 60 volt Titan, which means I don't have to swap out a controller. This should be plug and play with my Talaria Sting. This is going to give me a ton of range, and that's exactly what I wanted. Again, this is the Titan 60 Max with 63.75 amp hours. And you can see just by looking at them, the size comparison. Now there's an interesting characteristic about the Titan, and you'll see it when I install this battery in the Talaria Sting. Now before I install the Titan, let's talk about why this variable charger is important. The faster you charge the battery, the quicker it degrades the battery. Now the charger that comes with the Talaria Sting is a pretty fast charger, and so you're constantly charging your battery at that faster rate. The more you do that, the more it can wear down the battery. But by being able to control the amps that go into the battery, if you have nowhere to go and you just want to charge your battery, stick with that 2 to 4 amps. But if your battery's low and your friends want to ride and you don't have as much time, you can crank it all the way up to 12 amps. Now another cool feature about this is the percentage knob. So a lot of times I ride at night, and I don't want my battery sitting at like 30–40% all night after a nice long ride. And so I'll charge up my battery, but I usually have to pay attention because I don't want to charge it to 100% if I don't know when I'm going to be riding again. So with this, you can charge it to 80 to 90 or 100%. But if you don't know when you're going to ride again, it's always a good practice to charge between 80 and 90%. So this variable charger is going to solve a lot of problems for me. Now, if you just want the charger, you can pick it up at ChiBatterySystems.com, so be sure to check it out there. So because the Titan is so much taller, you actually have to remove the battery cover off of your Talaria Sting. And I'm just taking a look here to do that. I know it's kind of dark, but in here there are some like little C-clamps that hold a washer on, so it keeps these pins in. There's one on either side, so I'm gonna have to pop out those little clips and see if I can pull these pins out to get this off of the hinge. Now, it's an interesting concept, and we'll just have to see how it looks. Got the latch off. So in case you're wondering, this is all that holds the latch on. There's 2 of these, and there's also a washer, but it fell down into the bike. But that little C-clamp or C-washer thing is what holds the pin in, so you have to remove those. It's not the easiest thing to do, but it's doable. So this thing is a snug fit, and as you can see, it sticks quite a bit out the top. So it's going to be interesting. Maybe there's going to be some aftermarket stuff where you can cover this up right here, because my wires are exposed and sometimes I ride when it's wet. So it would be nice to have a cover there, something that kind of like integrated into the battery this way. But from the back side, it doesn't look too bad. And a cool thing about this tab that sticks out and contours to the bike is because it goes into the latch where your key is, then it's locked in place. So somebody can't just yank this out of your bike. You have to use the key to unlatch it. All right, so I have the battery back out of the bike. I did have it on the charger for a little bit, But one thing I realized after looking at the cover that I removed from the Talaria is that this hook here for the latch for the cover actually needs to screw in up here so that you can latch the battery back down in. This doesn't do you any good without it. So I'm going to take that off and install it into there. So I have the latch hook installed right there. So as far as installation goes, again, super easy. Take off the cover, you know, pull these pins out here and take off the latch hook and put it here on the Titan, and then finesse the battery down into the compartment. So let's get it put back together. That was a tight fit, but I got it. It does kind of crank the wires, but hopefully that's okay. Again, it would be nice to have a cover here, so we'll see what we can come up with. So I believe the egg writer won't display the correct information about the battery. So there's a built-in display screen that the Titan has that will give you the voltage and everything that you need to know about the battery here. So let's turn this on. So on the left side, we got the temperature, how many amps and how many watts it's pulling. On the right side, how many amp hours are left, the voltage, 60 volts, and only 23% of the battery left. So this is the ChiBatterySystems Titan 60 Max installed on the Talaria Sting. It does give it kind of an updated profile with this taller battery sticking out the top here. It is a perfect fit as far as down in the slot goes. If you own a Talaria, you know that that battery rattles around. And so I actually bought one of these little shims, these inflatable shims from Home Depot to keep the battery nice and secure. Well, this is solved with the Titan 60. It fits in here nice and tight. It's not going anywhere. And also with this cover here, it's latched in with the key so somebody just can't come along and yank the battery out. And I'd love nothing more than to take this on a ride right now, but there's a couple of issues. The battery isn't fully charged yet, and let me show you. It's still snowing in Utah. So there's a couple of things to note. This battery does fit with the stock controller, but to get the maximum potential out of it, you can upgrade your controller to an aftermarket controller and get the full potential of the battery. That might be something that I do in the future, but for now, I'm just gonna enjoy this extended range, do a couple of range tests in later videos and let you guys know how it goes. The purpose of this video was to debut the battery and also show you how to install it on the Talaria Sting. So hopefully it's been somewhat helpful for you. Also, hopefully it'll help you make a decision if you want to purchase this battery or not. Now I know these batteries aren't cheap. This one comes in at around $2,600. They're also made to order, so if you're to order one, there is a lead time of about 6 to 8 weeks. However, if you use the code SESSIONS73 on ChiBatterySystems site, you'll get 5% off, which saves you a nice chunk of change on something like this. You can also use it on some other batteries on their site as well. So if you have a Sur-Ron, a one wheel, a Super 73, I'll post the link to the Titan in the description below because you're gonna wanna check out their site to learn all the specifications about this battery and all of the potential that it has. Another thing to note is this battery is a little bit heavier than your stock battery, so it's gonna add some additional weight to your bike. Now, I can't wait for a little bit more snow to melt so I can do a full range test on this Titan, and you know I'm gonna make a video of it, so be sure to subscribe down below, and I wanna say a huge thank you to ChiBatterySystems for letting me check out this battery. If you could, head over to their website, see what they have, see if there's something for you, and don't forget to use code SESSIONS73 for that 5% off. And of course, if you like this video, hit that thumbs up, leave a comment down below. What do you think about the Titan? The look, the style, the upgrade? Let me know. I'd love to hear it in the comments down below. Thanks for watching and have a great rest of your day.